The setting is Washington, D.C. and Capital One Arena. The Nets taking on the Wizards. For Brooklyn, they've won just 4 games out of their last 10, and they know they can do better. This team has talent, and they'll try to bring it together and get things back on track with a win. Wizards. And for the NBA, live, this is Kevin Harlan, and joining me tonight, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, with our Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Last season, James Harden moved past Larry Bird on the career points list. Harden said, passing one of the greatest ever is a great honor. I just got to continue to build because at the end of the day, I want my name to be mentioned with those greats. Well, it already is. Guys?
I agree, David. Every word of it. Absolutely. Thank you. Looking now at some numbers for Daniel Gafford.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved, a sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
So the Nets starting 5. They've got Edwards. Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. And it's Claxton in at the 5. And for the Wizards, in the backcourt, it's Dinwiddie and Beal. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Kyle Kuzma. And it's Gafford in at the center, filling out the middle. Just sort of looking at the standings here, Greg, midseason. Do you think the conference system still holds any relevance?
Listen, I think for travel distance, it makes sense to continue to have divisions and conferences. But in the perfect world, I think we'd love to see, hey, let's just seed them 1 through 16 and determine who's truly the best.
Now, here's Kuzma. It's stolen by Edwards. And a wide open look for Irving. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
3-point field goal.
Irving's got the first 3 points of the night up on the board for the Nets. Beal from long range buries it from 3-point range.
Oh, what a baller this guy is. I love watching Beal come right back with the payback trip.
The shot's good from Irving. Irving's got his second bucket tonight.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Now here's Beal. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game.
Such pure shooting from Beal. I mean, Beal is a knockdown scorer from these mid-range spots.
Dinwiddie against Harden. First quarter of play with about 1.5 minutes gone. And the rejection by Gafford. And they'll keep possession. 4 on the clock. Irving for 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
He's a dead-eye shooter from distance. When you give Kyrie any daylight to fire, she'll take it.
Dinwiddie passes to Kuzma. Edwards with the block. Outside Irving. Driving in, and it's in there.
Kyrie
Irving's got 10.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
And more than one observer, Greg, has called Irving the most entertaining player in the game. What do you think?
A lot of competition for that distinction. But Irving does some things that no one else can, at least at his level. And then you never know when he's going to give us a juicy soundbite.
Washington shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
And that one falls for Gafford. Second free throw, no good. Irving against Beal. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
An exciting matchup.
Harden against Dinwiddie. And Beal puts up a deep three. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Irving. Dinwiddie with the rebound.
His interior scoring is one of the things that drives their offense. Don't expect him to miss many of those.
Takes it inside, and the powerful one-handed slam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
Here's Bembry. No points in the game yet for him. Bucket is good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Outside, Beal. And he drives in, and the jam by Beal.
Oh, wow. The scoring ability of Beal is so impressive.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Washington.
The three-pointer has been a major weapon for them in early stages. I mean, they'd be smart to keep moving and working on the perimeter.
And also knocking down the mid-range because they're making good decisions with the basketball.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Ryan is checked in for Daniel Gafford. Montrezl Harrell comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Avdiaz checked in for Caldwell Pope. And Aaron Holiday's subbed in for Dinwiddie. This is off the front aisle. Bryant trying to free himself up. Count it, good. And the Wizards lead by 11.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Mills with it. The feed to Aldridge. And he uses the glass on the layup. Aldridge has got his second basket of the night.
And guys, if you let Aldridge get inside with the ball, you've already lost. I mean, it's too big, too strong, too skilled.
Bradley Beal, he's been the guy making things happen for the Wizards. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. Back to the action after this word.
I just go back to being in my backyard and, just practicing all my layups or all my finishes. That's what I go back to. I mean, this is when I'm in that situation, I kind of feel like the attitude I get is this is what I do.
Oh, it is indeed the English, the angles. He is a magician out there, Greg, with the ball in his hands.
And his godfather, Rod Strickland, another New York point guard legend who was known for his improvisational finishes. Kyrie had it from the soil.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say, we want to start fast? Now, let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Bembry out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Griffin. Then it's Thomas. And it's Mills in at the point guard position. Here is Thomas. Following the basket by Corey Kispert. Thomas kicks to Millsap. The dish to Mills. Yes, that goes in.
Patrick Mills.
Mills has got his second bucket. Wizards leading 30 and pursuing legal action, Chris, when that line is crossed.
Yeah, Kevin. We're living in interesting times, man. People may need to blow off steam, but I'll tell you this, the players are here to entertain, but not as punching.
Here's Dinwiddie. James Harden picking up that last basket. Dinwiddie outside. Drops in the layup for two. Dinwiddie's got 10 points in the game.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you for the baton, Kevin. Kyrie Irving, of course, marches to the beat of his own drum. At times, that might rub people the wrong way, but Kyrie says, I've learned lessons from it. That's the most beautiful and exciting part, just the growth. What I'm saying is, it's always been bigger than the game for me. And guys, you have to respect his willingness to go it alone.
You do indeed, D.A. Thank you for that portrait. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
And to this point on the season, guys, 80% from the line. He's done a really good job.
Well, Marcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Nets trailed by 13. Harden the pass to Claxton. Moving against Gafford. Can he keep it going? Another one falls for Brooklyn.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played.
Here's Irving. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
While he was doing that, I mean, dropping buckets. He was keeping everybody else involved, too. I mean, he had a tremendous night facilitating.
Here's Caldwell Pope following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Harden against Dinwiddie. Gafford trying to break free. And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. After this one, they're off to San Antonio to take on the Spurs. They're in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. Irving looking for an opening. Over Caldwell Pope. And it's, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
That's the way you want to end a quarter, with the momentum on your side.
And so it's the Washington Wizards looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Contavious, you guys came out with a lot of energy in the first half. What got you going?
Like you said, we came out with a lot of energy. We wanted to get easy basket layups, knock down shots.
You got all that and more in that first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. After the first 2 quarters of play, it's Washington in control. They have a 13-point lead. Shaq, what was your takeaway on Washington?
They wouldn't be ahead without the numbers they've gotten from the bench, providing major contributions, especially at the offensive end. It's taken a lot of pressure off the starters. What a luxury to have a second unit that can produce.
Kenny, how'd you think the Nets were playing?
Well, they have to improve their defense. Guys are getting burned on the perimeter. They wouldn't put a hand up, as my man used to say, hand down, man down. Oh, you got to get in some help. That pretty much covers everything on the shot. You think they played their best?
No way, no way.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
Daniel Gafford is out there with Kyle Kuzma, and it's Caldwell Pope in at the 3. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. And Kuzma with the basket on the assist by Dinwiddie. Kuzma's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Wizards. Steps back and fires. Kuzma pulls it in.
Even in close to the hoop. That's a tough one to drain when the defense is that stifling.
And Kyle Kuzma now in year 1 of his 3-year, $40 million extension.
And he's improving. Stronger to do more than put the ball in the hole.
Here is Harden following the basket by Contavious Caldwell Pope. Edwards, that's good.
Man, he's superb at finding open teammates. Harden, I love how he looks to shed a rock.
Wasted no time on that one. Beal's got 20.
Rock solid start for him. They're 3 for 3 since coming out of the locker room.
Pass to Claxton. Harden against Dinwiddie. Knocks it loose. And here we go. The Wizards fast break. Outside for Beal. Gafford with the ball. And it's Harden picking him up. Shots good by Gafford.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
Yeah, you can clearly see which offense is better right now. We'll see if that continues the rest of the way.
Now, here is Irving. 33 points for him. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Pass to Dinwiddie. Now Caldwell Pope. Wizards passing it around. Beal against Harden. 5 to shoot. Here's Caldwell Pope. Lays it up off the glass. Caldwell Pope's got 4 this quarter.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Claxton the pass to Harden. Irving kicks to Bembry. Will it go? And the rejection by Gafford.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Now here's Beal, and Gafford throws it down.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are
Aldridge lets it go from deep, and there's Edwards on the assist by Aldridge. Edwards got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Nets. Inside, and that one's good. Hachimura. Hachimura's got his first points in this one.
Well, a defender mixes it up with Hachimura, but Rui's physicality gets him through.
The shot's good from Irving.
Too bad this scoring hasn't been contagious. I mean, they'd be in much better shape if a few of their other guys could pick up some slack.
Dinwiddie finds Hachimura. Count the basket.
No, the endurance from Hachimura absorbs the foul and still snags the end.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And going back to his numbers from just a season ago, he was knocking it down at a 77% clip.
So for the Wizards, Kyle Kuzma comes in for Avdia. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Beal. Then for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Aldridge. And it's James Harden in for Patty Mills. And that one falls for Hachimura.
What a story Rui Hachimura is, the first ever Japanese-born player to be drafted in the NBA. And he's a great ambassador for our game.
And it's Irving missing.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
Hachimura the pass to Dinwiddie. Good if it goes. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
And you see this so often, league-wide, ended the period with a three-point attempt.
And so it's Washington with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. And against one of the toughest offensive players in the league, they've been doing a great job shutting down James Harden. We come back right after this. Kuzma outside. The pass to Caldwell-Pope. You sometimes hear people say games are called too close. Are you of the mind that the refs need to let them play?
I'm understanding the mindset that the refs need to understand that we didn't come to watch them, and they need to be consistent on both ends of the floor. That's all guys ever complain about. When you see a guy going up to the ref, he's usually saying, hey, you didn't call that on the other end, or you called that on the other end. So consistency, I mean, these guys are trying to do their job to the best of their ability, but they need to be more consistent. Well, Hachimura does not like to hesitate when he likes a shot. I mean, he gets the mid-range look and drains it.
Carter against Dinwiddie. Here's Harden. The teardrop falls in.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about feel.
Dinwiddie passes to Kuzma. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
Takes some strength to finish through that kind of contact, and Kuzma's definitely put in his share of work in the weight room.
Harden against Dinwiddie. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. For Washington, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Dinwiddie kicks to Bryant. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
Oh, man, so unselfish. He's doing a great job creating for others and making pinpoint passes.
Now here's Harden. That one goes. Count it. Harden's got 6 in the quarter.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Here's Dinwiddie, and he dunks it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Hachimura the pass to Dinwiddie. Back to Hachimura. And it's good, 2 points. Hachimura's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Well, if you're the D, you live with this. Sometimes Hachimura is going to score no matter what.
Pass to Claxton. Dinwiddie against Harden. It's blocked. Hachimura finds Caldwell Pope. Here's Dinwiddie, and it's good. Looking quite short with 10 of 12 shooting tonight.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
There's the lob to Brown, and stolen by Kuzma. To the inside, Dinwiddie. He can't get that. He passes to Bryant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's tipped. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Brown against Caldwell Pope. Down low. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
But just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
.20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Thomas kicks to Carter. 6 to shoot. Pass to Johnson. Over Bertans. The shot by Johnson, no good. Here's Neto. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Spencer, did you have a sense coming in that you needed to be more aggressive tonight?
Oh, no, it was just kind of like the way they were playing and just wanted to be aggressive, wanted to hopefully make the best play for the team and, was fortunate to hit some shots tonight. That's really it.
All right, for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.